How's it going, guys? Coach Wesson here with Good Lift Performance. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys to the gym with me. It is Wednesday, February 1st, so happy February. And so my last training video, I did not get any footage from my day 2 session. It was snowing that whole week, and so I was not able, it was a big snowstorm on that Wednesday, so I wasn't able to go to the gym that day. I had to do that session at my clubhouse. I'm not really able to bring my camera into the clubhouse, but now I will. So I wanted to bring you guys with me to show you that session, especially because my Mondays and Fridays, those are my SPD days, which are probably more my exciting days, right? But on Wednesdays and Saturdays, those are my big accessory days. So I'm going to take you guys through what I do for accessories currently and what's been really helping me push my primary lifts, and just kind of walk you through that kind of stuff. Also walk you through my thoughts on accessories. I've made a video about like variations in training, so go make sure to check that out. But in this video, I'm gonna more specifically talk about my view on accessories for powerlifting, and also then show you guys the accessories I do. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for the gym. So we're at the gym now, and look who is here, Mr. Bryce Lewis.
Hello.
How you feeling about PA Nats?
Excited. 3.5 weeks now.
Yeah, it's coming up. I'm excited to watch you compete, man.
I'm excited too.
Yeah. So to start off this session, we are doing belt squat. It's my one lower body exercise of the day, so starting off with that before we hit on the bench. As you can see, there is a green band on there. I like having the band on there because it helps more mimic the resistance curve of a normal squat. So we'll start off with this. It's a 3x12 at 8 RPEs, so we'll be decently heavy, and then we're gonna go up to a 9 RPE next week. So not a full send today, but we're kind of trying to find a good challenging weight today. So let's get after it. So, been recording the warm-up sets, but this is 2 plates with a 10 on each side. So I usually just count whatever weight I add to the machine, because you never really know how much a machine weighs. So I count that as 45 and 45 is 90, 180, so 200. I'll just call that 200. That felt pretty challenging. That was my first set. It felt pretty decently challenging. Let's probably stick with that for the next 2 sets, just to kind of feel it out. It's really just more about finding a good, decent weight, and then next week we can push it even harder. So we'll see how the next set feels, and then if that's too easy, we can go up. But that felt like an 8, but we'll see how the second set feels. So this belt squat is like my tertiary squat in between my day 1 and day 3. And the reason I really like a belt squat here is, for me specifically, is because I feel really strong when I have like specific work that targets me coming out of the hole in the squat. So the belt squat allows me to get in volume that is more specific to just like out of the hole. So you'll see I'm very upright. I don't lean forward. I don't or sit back. I'm very like upright and try to do it more like a high bar squat. And that way my knees drive forward, and it feels like my competition stance, but it's more of a high bar, and it really challenges my position out of the hole. So that's why I really like it here as my like tertiary squat before my primary squat on day 3. Sometimes I get a little toast from this by doing this right before on Wednesday before my Friday primary session, but my primary session always moves well, and so while that might not be always like great for super displaying top end strength, I know that when I pull back on the belt squat that it makes my primary day feel amazing. So it's sort of like I know I'm almost going into it with fatigue, knowing that I can pull back whenever I want to and then make that day feel amazing. So that's kind of how I have it set up right now. got a 4x8 at 235, which is like 73%. This is like kind of like my secondary bench day in terms of like intensity. Basically, it's like my third Monday, which would be my like SPD day, has like my third lightest bench. Wednesday, my day 2 is my second heaviest bench. Friday is my heaviest bench, and then Saturday is like my actual lightest bench of the week. So it kind of just goes in order, and then it hits number 4, kind of like the add-on at the end of the week. So going into this session, I actually feel pretty recovered and feel pretty good. And normally I do feel, this is my secondary day, and I do my primary day like 48 hours later, right? The next day, or not the next day, but the day after. I still usually feel pretty recovered and feel good. I was thinking about having like a wide grip and a big arch. I can kind of handle a lot of bench volume. So that's why we're doing a lot of reps to make sure to kind of get a lot of volume in. And then we go on and hit our accessories, which you'll see are more like shoulder-based accessories, not like a ton of, like I hit a lot of my pec and tricep accessories on the Saturday, so they kind of like blast it there. So then I have Sunday to recover, and then I go into like what should be like easier bench day on that Monday. So yeah, let's get into some bench. Trust me, I feel just as awkward talking to a camera as you do walking around it. All right, so we've done 2 sets of bench. Feels really good today. Just hitting the numbers that we're supposed to hit, nothing special. Pauses feel good, technique feels good. Yeah, man, nothing really to share right here. Everything's just clicking, on point today, feeling strong. So hopefully this will carry over to a good primary day on Friday. So yeah. I wasn't even recording.
Damn it.
Say hi to the camera.
Hi, camera.
I don't even know what question. I was gonna ask a question, I have no idea what to say.
Yeah, you didn't ask anything.
I know.
Maybe it was weird. It wasn't even my doing.
You don't need any help. So just finished up bench, really, really good. Only like, I felt like around 6 RP, maybe up to like 6.5, 7 on the last set. But honestly, felt really good. Very happy to be hitting 235 for a 4x8. I can tell adding in that 4th bench day and adding in really the dips too has made a big difference where I'm hitting like more significant weight for these high rep stuff, where I was like, on Monday I hit 225 for a 4x10, which the last time I ran this block would have been a very challenging session, and that was like my light day, or one of my tertiary day. And so 235 for 4x8 being really easy is just a great sign that program's working, getting stronger, and just really happy to see more significant weight on the bar for those high rep sets. So yeah, now we're done with bench. I'm gonna go do my accessories. So I kind of have 2 blocks of accessories the way I have it programmed. So the next block is a superset of overhead press, dumbbell overhead press, and then lat pull down. So it's kind of like my shoulder focused upper body day. And then Saturday is my more like chest and tricep focused upper body day. So I'll hit some overhead press and some pull down, so kind of vertical push and pull there. I do what's called like a pairing, where I will do one exercise. So I'll start off with the overhead press, and then I'll do a minute rest, and then I'll do the lat pull down, and then I'll do 2-minute rest. And so that way I'm able to kind of condense the training, where I can, because of the fact that they're antagonistic, they're not going to fatigue each other as much. There's actually some synergistic stuff that can potentially go on there where they can actually help each other. And so by doing that, where I'm only doing a minute rest, I get a little bit of recovery, which will allow me to still shorten up the total workout time, but still make sure I'm getting in 2-minute rest at least before I get back to it. The original exercise, 2 minutes of full rest. So instead of doing 2-minute rest for the 3 sets and 2-minute rest for 3 sets, it's 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then 1, 1, and I move on to the next. So I save around like 4 to 5 minutes, which it doesn't seem like a lot, but in the long run, it feels more speedy. So I really like it, and it still allows me to have a lot of focus and intention and intensity when I'm doing the accessories, because I'm still getting that minute rest in between those. So yeah, let's go hit some accessories. So wrapping up the session here, I forgot to record in between the overhead press, pull downs, and then the second block. But so I finished the overhead press and pull downs, able to go about 5 pounds heavier, and about 10 on the overhead press, and about 10 pounds, like more like 15 pounds heavier on the lat pull down compared to previous block. So this last block I did a 4x12 on both those movements. So this block I'm going to do a 4x10. Just trying to drop in the rep range a little bit, adding some weight to the bar, just kind of creating that progressive overload, or just kind of the overload with it, or like progressively adding weight within the block, so you can just keep adding weight. And so that just kind of gives you that progression throughout the block that helps you feel like you're making progress, even if it's still the same like max, right? But so felt good, right around 8 to 9 RPE, towards 9 RPE on the last sets. Then I moved on to the second block, which is actually a triple set, which is a combination of lateral raises, tricep pushdowns, and bicep curls. So I do all three of those together, kind of just the fluff exercises, but kind of just some fun arm accessories that I'm hitting because I didn't really do any of those in meet prep, so it's kind of fun to bring them back and try to train arms again. So I do tricep push down first within that section, just so I'm doing it fresh off of the rest. So for me, if I do lateral raise and then bicep curl, my bicep feels like it's fatigued from the shoulder raise for lateral raise for some reason. I mean, obviously the shoulder connects into the bicep connects into the shoulder, but it's a very direct carryover. I feel like I can actually feel it. So I do the tricep push down, I do the bicep curl, and then the lateral raise at the end. I actually pretty much do this back to back, do a 2-minute rest, and then go back to the top. So that is the end of those accessories. So overhead, pull down, and then tricep, bicep, and lateral raise. That's kind of the accessories for this for this session to end off my day 2. So hopefully you enjoyed coming to the gym with me, getting to see some of my accessories. I'm gonna dive into my philosophy on accessories and how I program them, how I see them, and why I think they're really valuable. So stay tuned for that. Hey guys, so Weston in the future here. I realized after editing this video that when I went back to do the voiceover for accessories, I realized that I wouldn't be able to talk about accessories and my philosophy on programming them and all that fun stuff in as much depth as I would like to with the limited time. Like, this video is only like 17 minutes long, and you know, I normally like to rant a lot. I usually go around like 30 minutes when I deep dive into a topic. So I'm gonna save that for a different video. So look forward to that. That'll be the next video I do. I'll just kind of do the normal, like, prop up the camera and kind of talk into the camera, maybe have some examples, footage, stuff like that. But I wanted, after editing the video, I realized this would just be better as a vlog style video. So if you watch this entire video waiting for me to go deep dive into my philosophy on accessories and then we didn't get there, I apologize, but I promise I'm gonna do it in the next video, and it's gonna be way better than if I tried to squeeze that into this video. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know you guys like when I do more of the personal vlog style stuff, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and comment down below. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.